Welcome to covering up this ugly spruce box that I've had for so many months now. I have a vague plan of what I'm doing, but it's not been planned out and creative or anything, as usual. So we're just building and seeing how things go. I definitely want to make it taller than it is, but I don't know if I want it. That's going to be too tall. Because I'm planning to do quite a high roof on it as well. And I want to bring it further this way so that it's not just a square, because I don't think that would look very good for a barn, at least. So like 5 high, and of course night is falling, so I'm gonna have to go sleep soon, that I don't have creepers blowing up everything. Yeah, it's higher one side than the other. I'll fix that after I've slept. So there might be a bit of tearing down and building back up again, depending on how things end up looking. And I've been doing a lot of work in the nether, so I thought it'd be nice to do something that's actually outside under a blue sky for a change. Okay, what I could do with my lopsidedness is actually try and build out some of the reef. See what it looks like. That is not what I want. I want some acacia stairs. Also, I don't know if this color scheme is going to work. But again, we'll just try it out and find out. Okay, so this one would go on that level. There. This dirt is temporary, of course, but I think the higher one is going to look better. This doesn't leave enough room between the roof and this, I don't know what I call it actually, wall, circle, random decoration in the paths. Ah, I can't jump up there. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. I might need to raid my supplies of acacia wood. Can I jump over there? I think I can. Yeah. Don't know if I can jump up there though. Might need to get some scaffolding out. Yeah. That's probably a really bad place to put it, considering that the reef's going to go there, but never mind. The whole point of scaffolding is it's easy to take down again. This is going to be like a really big build compared to some of the other stuff that I've got. But I just need to make sure that it's not too high. I definitely want it to be shorter than my nether portal. So I might have to change my idea for the reef, because I'm planning to like do it where it goes up straight and then across, so it'll be taller than if it's just a sloping reef, but I might need to switch that up if it ends up too tall. We shall see. And I've also got this orphaned, what do you call them, lightning rods. There we go, so I'll rescue that as well at some point. Yep, there we go. Okay, how many wide? This looks really wide. I don't want a square barn, that would just look weird. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, we've got an even number. I don't know if I care about. I think that's good actually. Because over on this side I'm planning to do like a little hatch in the roof where you could, with a crane that you can pull like supplies into the upper level. So I'm gonna need a lot more acacia blocks to build this up, which I should probably make while I'm actually near my crafting table. I'll pick that up and take it with me. Some more. Oh, that's not going to work for scaffolding either. Because I need to be in the middle-ish of the roof. Oops. I'm glad that's glass there. I thought maybe I'd just broken into my villager farm. They are not allowed to escape. No one is allowed to escape. Okay, so let's try this. Building up like I was planning first, and then if it's way too tall, I think I'll make all of these into planks. If it's way too tall, we rip it down and try a different roof shape. Stairs. Hey, how you doing? How are you off for being late? Oh, that's fine. I'm not actually mad. I am attempting to build a roof. I don't know if I'm doing this right either, because it's a particular style of roof, which I have built before, but it was a long time ago. Good, glad to hear it. Yeah, this is going to be super tall if I do that. I'm just going to finish building this, what do I call it? Template? I've run out of stairs again. And then I will go back down and sort of show you what I'm trying to do. I have a feeling this isn't going to look right. But you know me, we persevere even with ideas that I'm pretty sure are not right. You know, you have to make sure about these things. Try all the wrong ways until you find one that works. I don't want it being too tall, and I think at the moment it's gonna tower over my nether portal a bit. That's not the right block. Goodbye. Yeah, so I've been watching a YouTuber called Jessica Plays, and she's part of a Discord, oops, with some other YouTubers. And so I got a message about my stream in one of those, or on that channel. I'm confused. Okay, let's just put a couple of slabs there. And then I'll drop down. So yeah, I got a message on that Discord about this stream. So some people popped in actually before I was streaming to kind of say hi. But Jessica is streaming at the... Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. That's even worse than expected. Oh dear. I mean, it's definitely going to be too tall, but I just want to rebuild it slightly less cursed. Okay, so that's where I've gone wrong. I was wondering why it didn't line up because I'm pretty sure the villager breeder is an odd number. So it should end kind of in a peak. Yeah. I don't know why it's not like in all of the tutorials on roof designs. They're missing a trick here. Right. Is that yeah, okay, so that's a stair. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still gonna look bad. But I just want it to at least be built correctly when I make my judgment. It's way too tall for what I'm doing. No, I've done it wrong again. Okay, at least it's like lining up properly. It's still not gonna look right, but it shouldn't be wildly off center. I mean, you know, I could go for an asymmetric roof design. I still feel like it is actually off center, but that might just be the scaffolding because that's not in the middle. Yeah, that's far too tall. But I don't really want to do just like a flat roof. Well, not flat, but just a triangle. I think that's what I might need to do to get the height right. Because this is just wildly out of scale with the rest of the build and the rest of the surroundings. Oops. It's night again. I've wasted a whole day just building this travesty. I probably should just like not sleep, but I'm worried about creepers, you know. They have a vendetta against me. I don't want them coming and ruining everything that I'm building. Okay. Let's pick this up, go have a nap, and then I'll come back and build just a standard triangle shaped roof. And see how that looks. I mean, probably boring is the answer, but at least it will hopefully be better proportioned. I'm also not planning to have the whole roof out of acacia logs. I was thinking of trying cobblestone. So like have this as a border and then have the main bit of the roof be cobblestone. I don't know. I feel like the acacia would be too much. Just on its own for a whole roof. That's a lot of orange. And the cobblestone will sort of blend it in with the acacia logs that I'm using for supports. Hopefully. That's the theory anyway, but you know how my theories work or don't. How's your art going? I'm looking forward to seeing what you make. No pressure, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you make each day. Right, how's this looking? Like a standard pitched roof, really? Hmm. like it's still too high. I mean, the problem is I can't change the width of this villager breeder. I guess I actually could, because it's been turned off for so long. Yeah, I was thinking that. To kind of have it go step inwards. Yeah, I've got a lot of villagers, so I could actually just like make this building thinner, and then the proportions wouldn't be kind of so enormous, basically. They're out of scale. So are you thinking like this? So basically the reverse of what I was doing? I mean, we try it. The worst that happens is it doesn't look right. Then we try something different. So... I mean, it's definitely going to give it a lower profile, which is good. Your art makes me smile. In a good way. And me being terrible at pronouncing the English language makes you smile sometimes. That's okay. Bottom stair plank were... I'm not quite sure I'm understanding what you're getting at. I'm gonna have to read it through again. That is somehow completely off center. Bottom stair. Okay, that's where I went wrong. All these roof designs. We're trying out abstract art on the channel. Don't knock it, okay? One day all the cool builders will do it like this as well. Avant-garde. Right, so bottom stair. If you mean like that, that's how I had it at the start and it was way too tall. If you mean like that order, but, and then another bottom stair there. That's just too tall for how wide the building is. If I had a thinner building, then that would work. Yeah, I'm not loving that. I mean, I could, you know how well this works, actually try and make a circle shape. I have to look it up because I can't freestyle circles. I can't even do circles when I'm following a guide properly. But we could try that. Yeah, that's what I was doing the first time and then did it horribly wrong. And then I did fix it, but it was still too tall. It was like centered, but it was far too tall for everything else that I've got going on. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is look up a circle and then try building that, going around that way. So let's just see how wide it's going to be. Also, I guess I can just add in the on the edges where they make sense. So that's 11, so I've got 13 wide. Look up roof designs. I mean, that would be an idea. That's probably what I should have done prior to starting this. Minecraft roof designs. Images. Okay, I found one that's kind of interesting. What have they got? They've got stairs, layer of stairs, and then they do, that's smart. Like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's like, it starts off with stairs, and then they're going into half slabs. So it's got like a nice curvy shape to it. So I think I'm going to try that. So they've got, how wide is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so that design is actually wider than what I'm doing, and it looks pretty well balanced. So that's on my monitor covering chat, so I can't see you until I lay the foundations for this, but then I shall come back and read your messages. Okay, so tried in 3 like that. I'm going to need more planks. Oops, that's not the right way. And then it's like plank, block if I can place it while I jump. Apparently not. Oops. Well, guess we're just taking that out. And then it would be 2 slabs here. I need more slabs. I hate having more than one type of wood in my inventory because I always use the wood that I don't want to use. I should probably start building from the other side as well to make sure that I match up my center nicely. Three. Okay, and then we've got there with a slab. Block, which I can't place. Let's just jump up here. That makes things easier. Need more slabs. Might need to go up another layer with the stairs here. But I'm going to finish it off and then back up, see how it looks. Maybe have a nap. There's the sky's getting a little pink over there. That could have actually just been a normal block, couldn't it? Right, and then we can do that for the center to finish it off. Although I think what they've got is just like that, so it's not even peaked. Take a look from back here. I think that's looking a lot better, I think. Right, I've minimized so I can see you again. Look up roof designs. That'll look epic. I mean, it's definitely looking a lot better than anything that I've tried freestyling, so let's have a kip. Yeah, I don't think I want to add any more stairs. I think I'm happy with that shape. That's a good shape for a roof, I think. And of course the rest of the barn will be filled in. I'm not going to just have a hollow loft. Okay. I haven't trod in the lava yet. Are you proud of me? At least I've got water right there if I do walk into it. Okay. An actual roof design. Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you just copy people that are actually good at this. It's pretty fun, isn't it? Cool. So yeah, that looks much better. Less entertaining, but much better than what I made myself. So now I just need to carry it on. Get the cobble in. So I go along here. Think, 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 think. I'll also, so I've just sort of like guessed at how big I think the barn should be, but again, we'll see how it looks. I might, yeah, roof is finally looking like a roof. Thankfully. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to raid my acacia supplies. Okay. I'll do something about this bit that's going to poke out, but I don't want, like, it's going to be way too much if my barn goes up to here. That's just going to be too big. Right, now I have to remember what I was doing. So I've got 3 layers of stairs. 1, 2, 3. Then we have another stair with a slab on it. Could actually use some dirt, couldn't I, to make this easier? And then I don't have to worry about going and picking it up. Just sit there and despawn. Then we've got that. We've got one more ball block. And then we start on the other side. Yeah, this might be a little bit long. I need more scaffolding. Always more scaffolding. Also need to not fall off. That would help immensely. Okay. I'm just thinking about my lightning rod. So if I make the middle of the roof out of cobblestone, then I should be able to put the lightning rod on it without worrying that I'm gonna set fire to the roof. So that would be good. Where's my crafting table? Is all the way over there. Oh dear. I need more of everything. More stairs, more slabs. Crunch. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Did I use all of my blocks on making stairs? I did. So it's time to get the ender chest out. I don't know why I'm holding onto this shield either. Look at it. It's got like 1 use left. But I can't let it go. Okay. Ender chest. Wood box. Acacia logs. Ah, stop it. And then I want one of those, some more slabs, which I don't have. I should have just picked up my crafting table, shouldn't I? A long way around. Oh, stop doing spruce. I don't want spruce stuff. Right, can't jump on top of that because this is a slab roof. Question is, what am I doing? Like that. Okay, and then another dirt. I need the... What am I doing? No, I can just place a block here. Don't need the dirt. Right. Let's have a look at it from this side. Now that I've got a frame in place. I think that'd be alright, actually. I mean, I could bring it back to like here, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So I'll come here and then, or like two back actually, because I still want it to be an even number. So yeah, the overhang will just go over the start of this little villager pod bit. Can I get... No, I can't get on there. I failed the parkour. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oops. Need to do something with all these villagers at some point. I don't really want to add any more to this dirt hole. Which means I need to design somewhere for my villagers. Oh, that reminds me. Have you been back in Minecraft? Because you were, like, planning a castle. I was just wondering if you'd managed to do any more work on that. Or if you've still been busy with other things. Okay, 2, 3. I never really watched Sesame Street. I just know it from the memes, the counting count. One more of those, and then do that. Can I land on there? Yeah. Oops, that's not the right way up. Oops. That's made things awkward here, but I can do it. Right. Gonna have a look at how that looks. Yeah, I think that's nice. Oh, poor castle. But Minecraft's been around for 15 years. I'm sure it'll be there when you decide to get back to it. I'm trying to plan. Not going to say build. I'm trying to plan a castle for my villagers, but that's also just getting sidetracked by other projects. Would it look weird if the middle row of the roof was acacia instead of cobblestone? About the drill. The drill will get done at some point, but partly I wanted to be out in the fresh air because of all of my nether work lately, and partly, yeah, it's a project, but also I don't want it to just fester under my base Because I think sometimes the longer you leave something, like the longer you put off something you don't want to do, the worse it gets. Like it just builds up in your head until it's a really like daunting prospect. I went into a copy of this world and like tore down what I'd done. Wait. Okay, that's good. I was like, I am, I couldn't see the rest of the drill, and I was like, I didn't tear it down in this world, did I? Because that would be bad, because I use commands and everything. Right. Nope, here it is. The terrible drill that didn't work is still there. But yeah, so I've torn it down. I just need to now go in creative and work out how I'm going to build it right. And then I don't know if I want to... I don't have two crafting tables. I made myself a new crafting table even though I've got one in my inventory. I'm doing well at having a functioning brain today. Okay, that's not enough to make more. I'm gonna need more than 4 to finish it. Am I? No, yes, I'm gonna need like 5 or 6. Two more, okay. Where was I? Yeah, I don't know whether I want to build the drill in another live stream or if I want to build the drill like off camera and then for like the base of the drill and then come back on a stream and like texture it and add in the actual like bits that will be the cutting bit of the drill, for want of a better word. Because once I've planned it in creative, building the drill is basically just going to be copying layer by layer what I've done in creative. So I don't know how interesting that would be to watch. Oh, I needed to change this as well. My chat settings. It's just you chatting. That's good to know. Right, now I need to fill this in. I think I should probably fill in some layers of spruce as well. Maybe. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna do like a solid block of spruce along here, but I will add in like windows and stuff. I just don't want it to be a hollow while I'm testing out the rest of the roof. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to need... There. Can't talk. I'm going to need to like transition that in. I guess I just do it with cobble again. Right, I'm gonna grab some cobble. I'll also try and stop just saying half of my thoughts out loud, because that's also what I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, I don't know if cobble is the best block to use for this. So let's just make some stairs, which will be absolutely useless if I decide I don't want them on the roof. I need a recycler so that if I change my mind about a block, I can just come in and get my materials back. Right. I will have a ladder to the top at some point, but I'll probably put it over here so that it's internal. I should probably start doing that now, actually. Just leave ladders everywhere. Right. So let's build across with cobble and see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually. I could do some texturing on the roof and then it won't look like just a massive, yeah, mess of cobblestone. That's a good idea. Maybe even a little, well, not right now, but eventually I could do a little bit of mossy cobble. That would probably work. And what I want to do is put in a window in the middle of this. Yeah, it's not very high actually, and tough. The tough might be a bit greeny with the other blocks. We'll see. I definitely like the stone and the andesite idea. Okay, so I need some slabs. Cobblestone slabs. I might have. I'm sure I made some early on for random reasons. But apparently I used them all for more random reasons. Okay, let's put that away. And then I can grab some cobblestone. Make some slabs. Okay. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have picked up like the decorative trapdoors and fence posts and stuff while I'm still trying to work out what shape I'm making. Oops. Can't get on my roof anymore that way. Gradient going from tough to andesite stone to cobblestone. Yeah, that could work. For the moment, I'm just going to put it, like, I'll work on the shape of it, and then we'll worry about the texturing of it. Which probably means I'm going to end up with too many cobble slabs. Get some glow lichen up here as well, so I don't get mobs spawning on my reef and dropping them and blowing things up. That would not be appreciated. Ah, okay. I was thinking maybe I could do a row of acacia fences across here as like the peak of the roof. Okay, I've run out of cobble, but we'll get a decent idea if I drop down here. Okay. I think that looks alright. And yeah, I think mixing in some different blocks will be good to break it up. Because at the moment it sort of merges all into one. So I'm also going to put a hatch over on that side. This side will probably just be blank, but I'll have my wheat farm over here to sort of draw the eye across. So this is 17 blocks wide. So if we go in 9 or 8, in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. That should be the middle there. I thought this was going to be an even number. I miscounted. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That side. Okay. Right. I want this an even number because I want to put a little hatch in the middle, and I want that to be 2 blocks wide. The logs. So it would go up like that if I put a log up there. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to move this one forward again, because apparently I miscounted the first time I did it, which is so unlike me. Don't know how that happened. And the night is falling again. I should probably just get a bed out here to use, really. 3. And I can't steal their beds because then it will break my villager breeder. Unless I break the bread. But that's just annoying. So I've got bed in my ender chest. I could have just taken that out. Oh well. At least this hasn't burnt down. You know. There's things to be grateful for. Okay, so that's going to be here. 5. At least I can still count, you know. I'm not so tired that I've forgotten how to do that. So I think... So Wednesday I've got Manor Lords planned again. We'll see if we can live through the winter. 3. I'm a little worried about, but I do think now that I've worked out the fuel issue, we'll hopefully be alright. And then next Monday, I'm coming back from travelling the day before. So I was planning to do another Blender stream, basically, because that's fairly laid back. I did try to work out the issue with the lights, but it just seems to be like a rendering bug. Basically, as soon as I render it, that copper, like behind the copper trapdoor, goes black, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, I thought some more Blender stuff would be fun and also productive for the channel to get things looking a bit more professional. On the subject of professional, what on earth has gone wrong here? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and a slab. Block, block, block. Oh, it does actually, it does work. Yes, okay. I thought I'd done it wrong somehow. But no, it's all actually fine, which is surprising. I think that's far enough away that it's not going to set fire to my roof at the moment. Not that I'm planning on letting lightning come. Okay, let's pick up this acacia because I need it. Trapdoors in separately. Which trapdoors? is that the middle? This should be 8 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay. So that's going to be my door. Okay, I don't have any more stairs. This will need something underneath to make it look better, but I think for now we'll just do like that. But oh yeah, sorry. um yeah, I did try, so I tried switching for a different type of trapdoor, which didn't work. I tried swapping the block underneath it. Instead of having it as a light block, I swapped it for just a white concrete block. But it didn't quite look right. My thought to try next was going to be to move the trapdoors slightly forward to see if it's because they're like butting right up against the frog light, if that's the problem. And the other thing I was thinking of trying was just swapping the frog light for a what do you call it? Prismarine lamp. Okay. So I could do a little acacia roof on this if I had any acacia blocks. Not spruce. Go away, spruce. Why are you still here? Okay, I don't need any there. And then this layer can go up to here. Maybe that needs to be lower because otherwise it's going to come up higher than that, which would look a bit strange, I think. It's going to be really stubby. Run out of stairs again. Right. Maybe I need to do this with a mix of stairs and slabs. So I could do this layer, oops. That layer with slabs, and then do a little peak of stairs, which would hopefully, up there, line up, oops, line up with the top of the roof. I just need more of everything. More acacia. Oh no! Not the internet. It's not allowed. You should write to your ISP and say that you need internet on Monday and Wednesday evenings for important things, like watching me fail to build roofs. Ah. That might be an issue. We'll see. Definitely going to be a unique shape if I stick with that. Some more stairs going. Knock those two out. Oops, not that way. Some slabs in. Get some more stairs in. Two. Yeah, that's not... Well, it's not great. I could try moving it in one. Don't tell me to look up another Minecraft roof. I might have to get it right. What I could do is take these out and then kind of have no... It just goes like that straight on to the thingy, hole, whatever I want to call it. I am, yes. I did reply to your comment that you left on my video. Yeah, I think I come across, if you just know me from text, I think I do come across a bit like a guy because of the way I talk and my interests. It's like a bad haircut. Wow. Yeah, my roof building skills are not that superb. I hope your internet sorts itself out. Because unless you're watching my streams. Have you tried reducing it down so that you get like potato quality of my stream? Thank you. I've been working on this for, well, let's just say since last, I was going to say October, but that's when I actually released my first episode. So I have been working on this for a bit longer. Most of my time is taken up with editing rather than actually just like, if I was just playing Minecraft, it would go a lot quicker, but I decided to share it with the world. Hello, trader. But yeah, I think it's come along nicely now. That's my little slime and XP farm over there. And then I've got my shulk farm in the distance there. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not entirely... I mean, it would look better if it had a... if it was finished off. Fine. Why is it always the colours of coral that I'm not interested in? That's cool. Hope you shout them out on the Discord, and then I'll check them out. Are you doing like Let's Play stuff, or is it going to be more like building or tutorials or challenges? Well, that's not going to look right either. I already know that. Nope. When I was younger, I used to hate how my voice sounded when I was recording it. But I think as I've got older, it's like either I care less or it has actually deepened since I was younger. Because I used to have the same, like I'd record my voice and it would just sound like really high pitch. It's like, I don't sound like that. No, this is not working. This is not working at all. Okay, what I'm going to do is forget about this idea, and then I may revisit it at a later date once I've looked up how to do it and found a way that works. So I'm going to get on with building the rest of the roof, and then I will probably add the wheat farm. Oh, that's weird. There's someone else in chat called Sour Camera. He is also one of Jessica Play's followers. So I'm talking to him. I'm 42. If you turn on... So you might be on top chat, and I don't know if that shows all the messages. Let me just change my... No, I can still see the chat coming through. That's weird. Oh. Yes, I'm 42 and I play computer games for fun. Okay, I need more cobblestone slabs. Thanks. That could be a cool aunt. My brother actually got married last year, and unlike pretty much the rest of my family, he does want children. So one day, hopefully, I will be the cool aunt. I should get rid of these rails because I don't want them. I was just tidying up the awful temporary rail track that was in the way of my build. Cobblestone. Yeah, let's just do all of this. Yeah, I don't know how old I sound. It's one of those weird things, like, how do you really tell? Some of my first videos, though, I think I sound awful. Partly it's I had a different mic back then. But I think it's like my 4th episode. I had a bit of a sore throat and like just wasn't used to talking very much. And it sounded painful. Like listening to it when I was editing it sounds painful. Because my throat just like catches. Maybe I should re-record the audio for that one day. Okay, that's weird. But yes. Meat sour. Meat iron. It is my general company on my streams. Keeping me going, laughing when I do terrible things. So yeah, I was thinking, would a stair going that way look weird? Probably. I only have one fence, but I was thinking like I could do maybe not a full block, but like something here as like not that way, definitely not that way. As like a cap on the roof, and then have a row of fence gates running across just to like break up this bit. But I need to make a lot more fence gates for that. Fences even. Well, I think I've mentioned this before, but I only started playing like maybe 5 years ago. Like so I've got 2 siblings that are quite a bit younger than me, and they got me playing one Christmas, but I didn't really get into it. That was after the Nether update, which I don't know when that came out. Most people in real life are surprised by my age as well, but I think that's because I don't really like act like someone in their 40s. Like, I don't have kids. I just basically do what I want. So I don't necessarily come across with the maturity that matches my age, but I'm enjoying life. And yeah, Google thinks that I'm... Well, sometimes it gets the age right, but it tends to think that I'm a dude based on like my search history and stuff like that. But that's probably because I like video games and stereotypically not as many women do. Or at least not like survival or automation games. So yeah, I played World of Warcraft for years, like 15 years after it came out. That's what I spent most of my time doing. So I never really got into Minecraft until recently. It was sort of, I don't know why, I just like started playing it probably like, it was before lockdown. So I don't really know why I started playing it. It was probably my siblings again, like, hey, check this out. And then I played it. It's nothing bad, trust me. But it does tend to, it tends more towards like computer game stuff, coding stuff, DIY, rather than like makeup, dresses, stereotypically feminine things. Yeah, I'm an unk. Right, I should probably put some light up on that. No, it's a slab roof, it's all good. Stuff could maybe spawn up there, but we'll see. I need more cobblestone to plug in that little hole there. I have so many hobbies that I forgot to iron last time. So my main one is video gaming. But I also play the guitar very badly. But I have a lot of fun. I like doing a lot of needlecraft, so cross stitch, sewing. I'm making stairs. And I have done a bit of embroidery in the past. I like gardening, both indoors and outdoors. I used to have an... Oops, that's overflowing. I need to sort that out. I used to have an allotment for growing vegetables, which I miss. 3 guitars, but you can't play. I can play like basic chords. What annoys me is like my dad and my sibling are really good. Like my sibling's good, but they mostly sing. They like play as an accompaniment. But my dad's like he's nearly 70. So he's been practicing for a while. But he's really good at playing guitar. So like I'll play my guitar and it sounds okay, like they're chords, and then he'll pick up my guitar and it just like the music just flows out of it. It's like, how do you make it sound like that? I play D&D weekly with some friends of mine. I guess that counts as another hobby. But yeah, mostly like time-wise, I mostly just play video games. I got my cobblestone. That's good. That's cool. Like, it sounds very creative, your hobbies. Flute, wow. That's cool. The only experience I have with flute is my sibling tried learning it once and they were really, really bad. They were a teenager at the time and like weren't getting lessons or anything. But they swiftly gave that up, thankfully, for my eardrums. Wow. Yeah, D&D is fun. I struggle because I'm not very good at like improvisation, so the group that I'm in is very much about roleplay rather than combat, which in some aspects is good because I also got burnt out on min-maxing stuff from my World of Warcraft days. So the characters that I make are just like for fun and flavour. So I think it depends on what group you get in, because some are going to be more combat focused than others. Let's make some fences. and finish off the roof. And then I think I'll work on the wheat farm. Well, actually what I should do is build up the walls so that it doesn't look like this. And then I'll start on the wheat farm. Right, D&D. Yes, so my group is very much about like the roleplay aspect of it. So like having conversations amongst the group and with people that you meet in the world. And I'm not very good at like making stuff up. So I tend to struggle to say anything in the sessions. I'm also like, it probably doesn't come across because I'm streaming, so I have to talk. But if I'm in a group situation, I'm generally one of the quiet ones. I'm much happier just like chipping in occasionally. Yeah. I mean, I feel I'm getting the thing I worry about saying the wrong thing. So I've got one of my characters and like one of his traits. Grand Theft Auto. Is that a roleplay game? I don't know. Like I played it once with my brother when he was like a teenager and I was probably late 20s. Um I'm more of a like fantasy RP, so I used to play Neverwinter Nights. I played a bit of Diablo early on, like not the recent one. Um, yeah, like lately I've been mostly about survival and automation. Yeah, I would just drive around crashing my car if I played that game. I'm not very good at driving. What am I doing? I was looking for sticks, but of course I don't have any sticks because I never have any sticks. Even when I make sticks, I don't have any sticks. I need to... No, stop with the spruce. At least I didn't make it out of acacia logs. That would have made me sad. Right, I'm just going to make a load of sticks. Oh, cool. I had one driving game that I really liked when I was younger. I can't remember what it was. Can't even remember what console it was on. But that was just with the controller. I didn't have pedals or anything, or the steering wheel. I can't drive IRL either. I tried learning and didn't work out. Let's see how far that gets us on the reef. Yeah, don't try recreating that on the real roads though. Would not go down well. I feel like I want this to kind of come out and then maybe have like a little lantern hanging off of it. But I also feel like that's going to be a job for another day. Did I destroy my scaffolding? Why did I do that? Because I thought I was finished with the roof, probably. Right. Let's just... Oops. Not like that. Stick some of these across. Okay. I've got sticks. I've got a crafting table. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 more. 6 more will do it. I need to stop being lazy. There we go. That is an amazing glitch. Like, I can't imagine that GTA would be as popular as it is today if it was just another driving sim. Or racing. Okay. So yeah, these stairs are going to be temporary because I don't think they look quite right, but for the moment, if we look at it from down here, I think that is going to be the roof of the barn. I should probably put some more pillars in here. That might be a good idea. Console, I don't have one anymore, really. Well, I have an original Xbox and a Wii, but I don't really play them. This is on PC, and most of the games that I play are on PC. My accent is Southeast England. I don't know if there's a proper name for it, but that's probably the best bit. Well, that's the region that I'm from, but I don't know. Accents in England are very strange because they're like regional, and it's also like based on class as well. So there's some people that I went to school with that sounded quite a bit different to me in some, like some pronunciations at least. What am I doing? You having fun down there? That's what? Okay, I thought that was another trader, but it's not. I'm being inundated. I can link it to you. Let me just find it. I assume they won't object to me sending people their way. And like, I know you. You're cool. Oh, thanks for stopping by though. And I shall see you around. It was fun chatting, getting to know you a bit better. Do. Okay. So I can't send you the Discord link because I don't have the right thingies. But what I can do is send you a link to Jessica Play's channel, and then on her video she normally has a Discord link. I'm assuming that won't be a problem to send you across that way. But I will do that later, like post stream, if that's all right. And yeah, then you can join. They seem like a nice group. I don't need that there. I did actually play Repo with them the other day as well, which was fun. But I didn't record it because I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, or like, and I didn't have it set up properly. But maybe at some point I can actually either stream or record some Repo. But they have quite a few American people in the Discord, so it started at like 10 p.m. my time, so it'd be super late for you. What was I doing? I think I was just putting that away in my ender chest. And I need to make some more spruce logs. Okay. Why am I still wearing that gold helmet? Pardon me. Okay, so I do actually want a doorway in this place. So that's... why is everything awkward? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? If this is an odd number. Yeah, maybe it does. Because we've got like 3 here and then 2 here. So I might just do a single door here. But it would be better off if it's here. There we go. Right. This is so gonna be a bit of an issue. Yeah. I'm gonna need to do something about this row of slabs, I think. Because otherwise I'm like going up a step to get in the door. What can I do about that? My first instinct is saying spruce stairs to blend in. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. Do I have any spruce stairs on me? No, of course I don't. That would be too easy. I'm just thinking about that little boat stopper that I put on. Of course I don't have any spruce stairs. Okay. Just make a few inventories so for such as the life of a Minecrafter. Oh, run upstairs already. Okay. I do kind of want to get another pillar or two in here as well, but I don't know how I'm going to fit them in. What do we think about the spruce stairs? Should I go for that, or should I try and find something contrasting? I am also probably gonna like take some of this pathway out and like add some dirt and flowers and stuff. So maybe I just put the spruce stairs by the doorway and don't worry about this other bit for now. That seems like a good idea to me, at least. And I did bring a door, two in fact. Maybe that should be an acacia door, this one. Right, I need to get rid of some of these slabs on the roof. And swap them over for blocks. And then I think I should also put my ladder in. So I've got some access. Oops. Breaking everything. So this is very much in the broad strokes phase of the design. I don't know why this glass, I'm thinking it's not there every time that I break through a block above it. My plan is to add in some windows and other decoration. I might even add in some like strip logs and stuff, although the spruce strip logs, because they've got a bit of a greeny tone, I don't really like that. But we'll see. Yeah, this bit here that I'm adding on is definitely going to need something just to stop it. I guess I could use some like trapdoors and stuff to give it a bit of texture. Is no. Okay. I was wondering if I could put a window there, but I can't because it's got a solid block behind it. We'll see. We'll think about it. I think that looks quite cozy. Like, the idea to what's the word? Texture, that's the word. To texture this is a good one, and I would definitely get on that. I also do want to have my little, can't remember what they're called, dormer window. Once I've worked out how to do the roof and not have it look stupid. Again, it will probably be looking up an image from someone who's done it and knows how to do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to change these windows up because they look a bit weird at the moment. So this needs to come across. And yeah, I need to work out a reason why this has something jutting out of it other than the practical reason. I need to be careful not to build over these beds. Place the door from the inside. Yeah, probably. Because it looks very flat at the moment, doesn't it? Where is my door gone? There we go. Yeah. That's nice. I might do, I don't know, something around here. We shall see. Yeah, I'll build this up in a way, if I can think of one for, like, a logic for why I've got this bit coming out of it. And this probably won't stay all spruce planks either. Okay, where am I going? Like this. Run out of spruce again. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave the torch there. Just on its own. But I do want to put it somewhere in here so that we get some light for the villagers. Yeah, I could just stick it there. We get broad strokes at the moment, and then later on come in and detail it so it doesn't look like an even bigger spruce box that I've built. That's not the plan. Upside down stair, yeah. Good thinking. Like in this spot, I assume. Do I have a stair? Yes, good. Yeah. I want, like, if the door was in the middle, I know it wouldn't work, but that would look pretty good. Because yeah, I think this is probably feels a bit too much as well. But I can't really do anything about that at the moment. But maybe at some point I could put some fences in or something to basically have fences in this line here and then have a block behind it there. Maybe. Test it out, see what it sees. What, still can't talk. See what it looks like on this side. The other side I can't do because that's where I put my ladder. Yeah, maybe not. That looks a little strange. But I do kind of like, I don't know. I kind of like this as an entrance where you're like going in. But I'm not sure about this corner here. Maybe another stair. I don't know about you, but I think that might work. If feel like I've lost a spruce block, but I'm not going to find it, I don't think. Yeah, like mirrored, obviously. I think that could do it for adding some interest. I never got my bed from my ender chest. I mentioned that I had it, but I never actually got it out. So earlier, did you think I had just gone mad and was talking to myself? If so, you were quite polite about it. What am I doing? Fence gates. Fence gates. Yeah, it does kind of work. I think I'll do it like that for now, and then just sit with it. See if it needs changing, see if I like it. Hey, how you doing? So, yeah, I'm building a barn. It's going a lot better than it was at the start of the session, where I completely messed up building a roof, and then, yeah, basically looked up, oops, no escaping. Looked up a tutorial, and then after that point it went much better. I've been telling Ian about your Discord. Well, not your Discord, but he's interested in joining, if that's okay. But I can't send him a link because I don't have the right permissions. But he's cool and generally hangs out on stream with me. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's giving me a little Hobbit hole vibe with the slight curve to it. I think that's alright. I'll probably put some like flowers and stuff here actually, like in front of the entrance. I think that could work. At least you can see Jessica's messages. That's good. Yep. Yeah, I was going to try and share a link and then it was like, I can't do it. So it's like, maybe I should ask. But as you're here and you're like, I don't know if you're an OG in that Discord, but you're certainly one of the more prominent members. I'm assuming you've got due permission. How did your stream go? So Jessica's been playing Cobblemon. Just started today, I think. So the first stream of hers I watched was coming back to Minecraft after a 15-year break. So we had some fun getting her to the end of the game. What time even is it? We've got half an hour to go. Time flies when you're having fun. We might not get round to the wheat farm, I think. Unless I give up on finishing my spruce walls. Can't talk. Darn it. Yeah. I normally go for 2 hours on mine. Occasionally I might increase it by like 10. I think most time I've done is like maybe 20 minutes extra, but yeah, like 2 hours seems about my limit for talking without going mad. Don't know what's going on there. So I definitely need to put in some sort of cobblestone barrier here to like blend it in and put in some windows or other detailing to make it not look terrible. Okay, I've got more slabs to get rid of. How many slabs do I have? Not that many, actually. I didn't put my ladder back in. It's just gonna go up the stairs for now. Stairs? Glass. Windows. That's the word. There was someone having a conversation earlier about why Cobblemon was better than Pixelmon, but I didn't pay much attention because I've never played any Pokemon. So I don't feel I have a good opinion on that. Also considering that I've never played either of the mods. I'm still wearing that gold helmet. Not that it matters because I shouldn't be attacked by anything over here, hopefully. Crunch, right. Yeah, I need to put something in that gaping void as well, which will possibly be cobblestone stairs. Or it could be acacia stairs. No, don't know. I think it looks a little bit weird being cobblestone right up next to the kind of like greige. Yeah, it's sort of like a browny grey. So maybe I do that out of acacia, but I don't think I have any. Oh, I do have acacia stairs. Where'd they come from? It's noisy here. Too many villagers and wandering traders. Right. Yeah, I think I prefer the acacia. It does look very deep, but I don't know. I think the cobblestone is just a bit too busy down there. Pink, 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 pink. There we go. Well, I assume it's just because, like... Excuse me while I choke on my drink. It does make sense not to, like, have just anyone who joins can then share it out. Because you don't want to end up with, like, spammers or bots getting in there. Unsavory characters. Right. Can I actually... I might need to do something with these windows so that I can even balance things out. Do I have any more spruce? No. Okay. We might need to go spruce farming. Yep. Oh no, actually. I'm not all out spruce because... Ta-da! Here's some I farmed earlier. There we go. Right. What am I looking for? Glass. Glass, glass. Glass is in this chest. My bags are all full again. Do I have an acacia door? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Where does everything come from? I do feel like more goes in my inventory than I intend. Yeah, I guess maybe maybe that might look better being... Yeah, I think that's going to look better being acacia as well. To blend it in. So that's got 2 gaps there. I've got this trapdoor that I never used. That's not going to work. Look at that. And I can't put glass there because it's got spruce behind it. We could do 4, 4, and 4. That would work actually. Let's do that. There we go. Yep, perfect. Hopefully everything is lit up properly in there, so I'm not going to get any mobs spawning. That's the hope. I should probably use some of these spruce planks for building stuff. But I'm sure I'll get around to them at some point. Okay, so this is where the wheat farm's going to go. And I haven't actually decided how big it's going to be or what I'm going to make it out of. So maybe that's what we do for the last... Oh, whoops. Don't mind the gaping hole in the barn. Let's just plug that up quick. Okay, we going? Oh. Is that an issue? I hadn't noticed that before when I was looking at it, that it's kind of like jutting out. I guess I could put a block back here and put the door on that block if it really bothers me. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. Can I get on that ladder? Yay! I can. Right, I need some torches in here. I don't think anything would spawn on the one high, but just in case. Let's light it up. Not like that. Like that. Build this quick. Can I reach the roof? Yeah, I can reach the roof from down here. I'm gonna have to replenish my wood chest after this. I really want a wood farm, but then I have to build a moss farm, and I've already got loads of farms that I want to build. I think. Okay. At some point, there's just too much to do, too little time. Let's go sleep. I want to finish off that up there now that I've got loads. Wait, that's spoilers. Don't mind me. I don't have loads of anything. Why would I have loads of anything? Shall I put my hat on? And get rid of some of the junk in my inventory. There we go. That's better. Properly seated up. Don't need the sticks. Don't need the fences. Don't need the trapdoors. Probably don't need the cobblestone. Don't need the ladders. Right. Did I sleep? Yes, good. Okay, so yeah, we need some finishing off here. And looks like it's got a really big forehead at the moment. Let's balance the windows out. Oops, that's not a window. That's a spruce log. And then... is that going to make this look weird? Maybe. We'll see. We'll try it. Okay. I can work with that, I think. Right. So... I was thinking oak for the wheat farm, and I don't know why. Probably just because it's easy to farm. So let's go and swap my block palette. Should have grabbed some oak while I was in that chest if I have any. Got a little bit. A little bit there as well. So, what I'm planning to do for the wheat farm is to put a couple of villagers in there and have some allies pick up the wheat that they drop. But that means that it needs to be entirely enclosed so that the allies can't escape. So again, we'll just roughly mark things out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I come across here, then I can put my water sources in the middle. So what I'm probably going to do with this is like a greenhouse type effect. Maybe I should bring it in a step like that as well. That's probably a good idea. Get some depth going in the build. Yeah. So I'm not going to put any of the glass in, I don't think, just yet. It's not going to be very tall, but I think that's okay. I was thinking of doing a sloped roof, but there's really there is not enough room for that unless I break that roof. But I quite like how this roof's coming along. So I think it's going to be a flat roof for the greenhouse. Unless I detach it from the barn and just don't have it, have it as a separate structure entirely. I kind of liked the idea of it being attached here. We'll see, because yeah, then I'd have, yeah, running out of, I'll probably do like stripped logs as well instead of the planks eventually, but I'll always need to use more oak planks. I said retracted. Is that a delay thing where I'd already said it when you typed it? It's looking very boxy. It doesn't have to be a box, actually. There's no reason for it to be square. Freehand some odd shapes because we know how well that works out for me. I guess if I'm doing a flat roof, that makes it easier to make this bit like a weird shape. I could even do it like that. So it sort of comes around like that. That might work. And then do the same on this side. Guess I can get that going already. So this block misplaced there. I might do some oak stairs on the top just so that it's not quite so boxy. And then maybe have some oak pillars coming up here. Stripped oak, that is. Which I can't do with my shield on, of course. And then here. Then I might actually set the dirt at this level. So this is going to have the signature stone slabs around it. Or maybe some terraforming. Another farm on my to-do list is a mud farm, because I think that would be good for this sort of kind of like outdoorsy terraforming. But for the time being, we'll just use some slabs. But yeah, and then we'll sort of like look down into the farm. And then it will be at a different level from the carrot farm up here, which will hopefully make it look a bit more interesting. Jump. Yeah, I definitely need to do something on this corner here, so that it sort of like blends around. What am I doing? Logs. Logs. I'm not going to put any glass in yet because I want to make sure that I'm happy with the shape of it before I start placing glass down, just because it's annoying to remove. I might do some fences, so this would be like full glass blocks, and then I could have some fences kind of inside and outside connecting them. But and now sleep in a minute, but I will just put some dirt down in here. Do I want to give these villagers beds? Do I want to be nice to them? Maybe. I might give them a little living area, like in the middle. That would be a nice thing to do. I could be kind. I think also, I don't know if it's the same in this patch, but sometimes they stop working if you don't give them a bed. Although saying that, the ones in the villager breeder don't have a bed and they're still working away. They've got bed outside, so like they think they've got access to a bed, they just can't reach it. So yeah, let's be nice. We'll have a little farming couple. Does look a bit weird from this angle, but there is going to be a collection system for the allays. So I think I'll probably build that out here into like a little storage thing. So there'll be some sort of like note block going on to get the allays chucking wheat here. And then that'll come up into a chest system. So I can build this out with the chests and then like some hay bales for flavour. So I need some farmland and I also need some water blocks in here. And I should put some lights in here so that the crops grow at night too. Okay, so this should be an even number. How much have I dug out? 4 that side, only 3 that side. Okay, that's why things aren't matching up. So if we give the villagers a couple of little beds, I'm giving them beds. Should I give them some sort of wall? Otherwise they're just like, hey, we're sleeping in a greenhouse and everyone can see us at night. Yeah, maybe I'll be nice to them. Give them some privacy. It doesn't have to be the most efficient wheat farm because I probably will build a nano crop farm as well. but that will need bone meal to run. So I thought it would be nice to just have some wheat that's passively farmed. I'm going to need more dirt. Didn't think about that. At least I've got loads of dirt. That's the one thing that I do have loads of. Which will be useful when I build my mud and clay farm. More things on the list of things to do. I don't have any more wood, no. Wood, dirt. Well, can't talk. And I've got bucket, that's handy. That's not the right chest, that's not the right chest either, that's the right chest. Yep. Only I could convert that to all the things I actually need, instead of just some of the things that I need. Okay, so how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's cool. So if I put water here and here, that should actually irrigate the whole area. I want to grab a couple of blocks. Oh, my pumpkin farm filled up and I forgot all about it. I guess it doesn't really matter because it is full, but look at all those drops collecting there. I need to get some auto melon crafting going on as well. So much to do, so little time. That line, maybe, roughly. Okay, not quite. Bit over. So yeah, at some point there will be automatic melon crafting and some sort of composting situation going on here. But I want to do that over where my farmers are, and the farmers are in temporary accommodation. So it's not happening yet. Right, I was going to grab some wool. That's what I was going to do. And then we'll grab a hoe. Is this full up as well? Yeah, of course it's full up. My farms are too efficient. Okay, that's all I could take from that one. Where am I going? I need a hoe. I need to dump some of this wool off. So I want to keep 2 of those to mark out my water sources so that I don't accidentally break them if I'm working underneath. And get rid of this cobblestone into the right chest. Get rid of the glass because I'm not using that yet. I do want a couple of trapdoors or slabs to go over the water, or even a lily pad. Yeah, a couple of lily pads, why not? Or some moss carpet. So many options. And I need a hoe. Do I have a rubbish hoe somewhere in here? Doesn't actually look like it. Okay, fair enough. We shall get a proper hoe out of the tool chest then. That's not the tool chest. That's the tool chest. Funny that. It's called tools. Right. Fortune, why not? I'm going to get some wheat planted, and then that's going to be end of session. Oh, we're good. Don't need to sleep just yet. Yeah, goes quick, doesn't it? I'm already feeling like I should have gone and got a drink midway through. So I'm a bit parched. So we are just going to actually plant some wheat in the wheat farm. Obviously it's not working because there's no villagers, there's no allies. But I still feel good about the progress, especially compared to the drill, which did not work as intended. I still had fun, but we didn't get a drill at the end of that stream, so I'm feeling good about this stream. I guess I could do some banners for the villagers to give them a bit of privacy. Oh, my water is so far away now that I've removed that little sugarcane farm. I go all the way down here. So yeah, time to say our goodbyes soon. But yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday with the Manor stream again. And then next Monday, we'll do some Blender art. I need to fix that because that's not working. I just stick some spruce or dirt or something in there just to make sure that it's not a little stain line. I should probably just hold that down, shouldn't I? And then next week on Wednesday, I was thinking... I've been playing a little game called Inside, which is a puzzle platformer. And I completed it, but there's like bonus objectives. So I was thinking, oh, are you out of range? Yes, you're out of range. Okay, I'm going to have to move the water over. Yep. I miscalculated. So yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing that if you'd be interested in watching. Probably should have tested that before I started hoeing all the ground. Or it might be more Manor Lords on that Wednesday. We'll see. Okay, are you gonna... That there might be an issue. Maybe. Sun's going down. Let's move this forward one as well. I could... It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's cobblestone under here. Nobody is gonna see it. I'll know it's there, but no one's gonna see it. So it's fine. Right. Okay. Lily pad. Lily pad. Right. Hopefully everything is now going to stay as farmland. And we can get some wheat planted up. Get some wheat for the wheat planting. I should have refilled my bucket as well, but never mind. I can do that in a minute off camera. Oops. There used to be a leaf in there, and now it's nothing. Right, I'm going to replant this just for fun. I do have a plan for the iron farm section as well to make that look a bit better. But I think I want to get the other two pods set up first, so that's another later down the line project. Hopefully I don't... I was going to say don't break that falling in, but of course I break that falling in. Right, planting some wheat while I say goodbye. So I hope you have fun. I've had a enjoyable stream. I feel like it's been productive. I'm pleased with what we've managed to do. It's not finished, obviously, but I think it's a good start on just making this bit look a bit more interesting. And the wheat farm should hopefully be productive as well. Let's jump out of there. Okay, yeah, I guess because it's just slightly bigger than a 1 block drop. Okay, I'm calling that done. Thanks for watching. I mean, obviously it's not actually done because that's just a rough outline, but close enough. We have a barn, we have some wheat in the ground. I'm happy, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!